Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show that makes big winners out of the lowest scorers. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
I'm Philippa, this is my husband Chris, and we live in York.
Couple number two.
My name's Neve, this is my best friend Daniel, and we're from Ireland.
Couple number three.
My name's Michael, and this is my girlfriend Angela, and we're from Essex.
And finally, couple number four.
My name's Alec, this is my dad Lyndon, and we are from Sheffield and Gloucester, respectively.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Lovely to have you here. Well, welcome to the show. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. A man who struggles to keep his arms and legs inside the carriage at all times. It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Listen, we've only got one returning pair, and that's Daniel and Neve. They weren't with us for long.
No.
But they made a big impression.
That's
what I'm going to say. Round one on the last show, it was a good round. It was Jack Nicholson films, but to fill in sort of missing words in Jack Nicholson films, which was going very well until we got to Neve, who had never heard of Jack Nicholson. Apart from that, it went terrifically as a round, did it not? But the person I really feel sorry for is poor Jack Nicholson.
I know.
Imagine not being known by Neve.
I know.
I know who he is now.
You know who he is now? Have you?
Yeah, I know who he is now.
You've looked him up. Did you recognise him?
Yeah, 100%.
OK, that's good. It was
that
just
sometimes happens where you just suddenly, you know, you get a mental block. You just forget what people are called. What are they?
Richard.
See? It's just so easily done.
Easily
Easily
welcome to our three new pairs as well.
Yeah,
quite
this is
exciting.
nice.
We've got three new pairs. We don't know who they are,
no
what
idea.
they're like.
No.
Who's going to win, who's going to lose.
They're from all over the place.
Who's going to be trouble.
That's great. Oh, yeah. I say that like I know. I've no idea. No, they look fairly trouble-free at this stage. But,
I think either Philippa or Lyndon. That's my bet.
Yeah, Lyndon, definitely Lyndon.
That's where my money is. That's where trouble's coming from.
Well, now, here's something to focus everybody. Hazel and Andrew didn't win the jackpot last time, so we're adding another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £2,250. There we are. Good. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, remember, the pair with the highest score at the end of each round will be eliminated. All you have to do is keep your scores as low as you possibly can, and everything will be great. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category today is three-letter words. Can you all decide in your pairs who wants to go first, who wants to go second? And whoever's going first, will they please step up to the podium? OK. Let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many words formed by replacing a single letter of the word say as they could.
Yep, we're looking for any three-letter word that's in the Oxford Dictionary, please, that you can get just by changing one of those letters. So you could change the S if you want, you could change the A, or you could change the Y to make a brand new word, but that word has to be in the dictionary.
Fun. It's just fun. Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. OK, Chris. Welcome to the show. Tell us all about yourself.
So I work for a church in York with university students, kind of helping them make the transition from living with their parents to becoming fully fledged independent adults in the real world.
Very good indeed. What are your interests, Chris?
Main interest is reading. My plan is to read 100 books this calendar year, and I'm 42 down already, so making good progress.
Hang on a second. Wow. You're going to need a bigger shelf, I think, aren't you? I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's like marital strife right there, isn't it?
Yeah, wow. Wow, I mean, so, good. Well, what sort of books are these? I mean, these are classics, are they?
Any and all. So, like, I tend to have, like, 3 or 4 books on the go at once. So, like, one fiction, one non-fiction, one kind of Christian theology, working for a church. That seems to help. OK. Now, Chris, let's turn our attention to the word say. See what we can turn that into. There's lots of things I could go for, but first off, I'll play it safe and go soy.
Soy. Soy. Let's see how many of our 100 people said soy. Soy is right. Takes it down to 18. 18 for soy. Not bad. Good start.
Yes, a protein. We've had it for years, haven't we? But recently, it's very, very fashionable.
Oh, isn't it?
There's soy everything.
Soy, yes, everything. It used to just be sauce. It's come in sauce form.
Oh, yeah, there was soy sauce.
Yeah. Now it comes in
that's
milk
different
form.
soy, I think, isn't it?
Is it?
Maybe
I don't know.
not.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah.
Because we say soya sauce, and then we dropped we just became
soy sauce.
Yeah,
now you have soy milk.
Yeah, I know.
I like a soy latte caramel frappuccino.
Interesting. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, Niamh, welcome back. Great to have you with us again. Remind us all about yourself.
I'm in Edinburgh University at the minute doing international relations and law.
Excellent. You're in your last year then.
Yeah, I am indeed.
Now, when you finish, will you be going straight into work, or do you think that's time to take a bit of a travel?
Yeah, I'm going to take a bit of downtime, bit of travelling, see where it takes us both, I guess.
Do a little bit of international relations of your own, maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows? Sorry, I don't mean in that way. Sorry, that sounded terrible. No, I just mean making friends around the world is what I'm saying. I'm not... Listen.
We do travel quite a bit, so...
Yes. Good. Niamh, let's quickly get onto your answer to this. What are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for sap. Like with a P.
Sap.
Yeah.
Sap. Let's see how many of our 100 people said sap. Sap is good. 18's all we have so far. And down you go to 19. Look at that for grouping. Brilliant. 19.
Very well played. Yeah, fluid you get inside plants. It's mainly water and dissolved sugars.
That's the one.
Or it can mean a fool. Like the butt of a prank or the butt of a con.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Angela, welcome to Point. It's lovely to have you with us. Tell us all about yourself.
I work for a catering hire company, so we deliver to venues, wedding venues, parties.
This is basically this is the kit. This is the plates and the glassware and all that kind of stuff. Does that mean you have to pick it up when it's filthy?
Yes.
And presumably someone's got to wash it all up as well.
Yes, I do.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Until it's all pristine and shiny, and then back it goes.
Indeed.
What are your interests, Angela?
I like playing hockey, paddleboarding, cinema. Yeah.
Excellent.
Going out.
Lovely. How do you like our three-letter word round?
Yeah, not bad for a first round.
Have you? Well, exactly, for a first round. The scores don't seem too terrifying yet. What are you going to go for?
Saw.
Saw?
Yeah.
OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said saw. Saw is right. 19's the high score, 18's the low. Look at that, down to 15. Very well done indeed. Saw.
Difficult to know where to begin in giving you a definition of saw.
Yeah, well,
it means so many things.
Could be a verb, could be a noun, could be, I mean, whoa, wee.
Whoa.
Yes.
Means a lot of things.
Yeah.
I never have much to do in these rounds.
No, you don't really.
Yeah, because it's just words everyone's heard of before. And then you come to me like, saw, Richard.
Saw.
And I go, yeah, no, it's just the way I'm sitting.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Alec, welcome to the show. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm a marketing executive in Barnsley.
What are you marketing? What's the marketing thing?
Cybersecurity awareness training.
Oh,
yeah.
Cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity awareness training.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. I mean, this is a very new area, isn't it?
Would you consider yourself aware of cybersecurity?
No.
Well, there you go.
Not at all.
Might be able to do a deal. We'll talk after the show.
Yeah, we'll talk after the show, Alec. OK, I wasn't even aware there was such a yawning gap in my life, but now you mention it, you've just marketed me. Alec, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go with nay, like naysayer.
Oh, he's good.
I'm going to say nay.
He's good. Let's see how many of our 100 people said nay. Well, 19's the high score, 15's the low. Joining Angela on her low score of 15. Well done.
Yeah, so look at the scores. They're very similar.
I know. Very similar.
How about that?
Yes.
How are you going to do the sum up at the end of the round where you say someone's got the lowest score, someone's got the high score? They're all pretty much identical.
Pretty much identical.
You know? So now your job is difficult in this round.
Oh, my job's always difficult. It's always
all
difficult.
I've got to say is nay, it sort of means no. Now you've got to try and say that someone's miles behind and someone's miles ahead. I tell you what, inject some jeopardy into those scores.
Yeah, right, watch this. Halfway through the round, let's have a look at the scores. Well, they're very, very close. 15. Ooh, that's the low end. 19. That's the high end. Daniel, that's you out in front there. You know what we need from you. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line. That was good, wasn't it?
Really good.
Yeah.
I thought it was terrific.
Yeah, everyone's on the edge of their seats now, I think, aren't they?
Yeah,
we're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? There we go. Lyndon, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you with us. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm a search engine optimizer, and I own a couple of dating websites.
No, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start with that. OK, search engine optimizer. I mean, that is basically what you're doing on your website, isn't it? I mean, that is precisely,
Pretty much, yeah.
if nothing else.
Sure.
Which came first, the websites or the optimizing of search engines?
Optimising.
OK. Are they very specific sort of niche dating websites, or are they...
Age-related, over 40, over 50.
Oh, that's nice.
Over 60.
Are they so regional? No, they're anywhere.
I met my wife on a dating website, so I thought, why not?
Why not? Good stuff. Now, Lyndon, you're on 15. Joint low scorers, in fact.
Yeah.
What are you going to go for?
I'm going to go with sly.
Ah, yes. Very good. Very good. Here is your red line. Let's see how many of our 100 people said sly. It's good. 16. Taking your total up to 31.
See, now that's 16. This is insane. There are lots of big scorers and lots of low scorers, I assure you, but everyone's somewhere around the middle here. Sly, it means sly.
Yeah. Thank you. Michael.
Hello.
Michael, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Tell us all about yourself, Michael.
I work for a help desk coordinating company which look after medical sites throughout the UK and Ireland.
Excellent. What do you do when you're not doing that? What are your hobbies?
Well, I play bingo. I won a bit of money last week, which was quite good.
Very nice. How much do you win at the bingo?
£400.
Ooh.
It's paid for my half of the holiday. So.
Very nice. Very good indeed. Now, Michael, you're on 15. At this stage, 15 is what we need from you. 15 or less to get into the next round.
OK. I'm going to go for sty.
Sty?
Yeah, S-T-Y.
Sty. Here's your red line. Let's see if we can get you below that with sty. Very well done. Takes you down to 11. Gets you through to round 2. Takes your total up to 26. Very good.
Very well done. And 11 is sort of a different score to some of the others, but everything's been between 11 and 19 so far.
Yeah.
Which is,
break single
when
figures.
you look at this, is absolutely... I know no one else can see the spread of scores, but it's statistically almost impossible what's just happened.
Yeah.
I mean, my mind is blown because I'm looking at it. Yours isn't because you're not looking at it. Yours certainly isn't because you're thinking about words. But mine, I'm absolutely gone.
Yeah. OK, right. Daniel, welcome back.
Hello.
Remind us all about yourself.
I'm Daniel. I'm a secondary school teacher. I teach English. I'm also trying to teach Irish. I love what I do. My hobbies include football and scouts. I don't know what that's me.
That's you.
Sorry,
That's
that's
you.
a lot.
You got it. Yeah, no, that's pretty much you. We talked about Irish last time. You're just waiting for somebody to sign up.
Yep, that's
You're all ready to go. You've got the lessons prepared, all the stuff there. You've got the books.
Everything ready to go.
Someone just has to sign up. For goodness sake, where are you? Lisbon.
Lisburn.
So in Lisbon...
Not Lisbon.
Will someone please sign up to the guy? Learn some Irish. Maybe they all speak it already.
That's it, maybe. Maybe they're better than me.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Anyway, Daniel, there you are, on 19.
OK.
We are looking for a score of 11 or less.
OK. I'm going to go with one of the words that pops into my head first. I'm going to go with sag.
Sag.
Yeah.
Like a sagaloo.
Yeah. If only.
OK, well, let's see. There's your red line. Let's see how many of our 100 people said sag. Sag is right. 14 for sag, taking your total up to 33. You are currently the high scorers.
Yeah, and 14 points. I mean, again, this is just getting weirder. I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you why it's weird afterwards, but it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. OK, right. Philippa, welcome.
Hello.
Great to have you with us. Tell us all about yourself.
I am a policy officer for a police and crime commissioner.
Wow. Policy officer?
Yes.
You're in charge of the policy station. What's
There's
that?
a few of us, so my portfolio is looking at criminal justice and partnerships.
I see. OK, very good. And what interests you outside of police work?
I do a lot of arts and crafts, a lot of sewing, drawing, things like that.
Good. Good, good. How are you feeling about this? Because I'm not going to beat about the bush. You've got to score 14 or less. How do you feel about that?
I think I've got a good one.
OK.
I think so. So I'm going to go with SAC, S-A-C.
SAC. There we go. Good. Here is your red line. Can you get below that with SAC? Let's find out. SAC is right. And it gets you through. Down it goes to 4. Very well done indeed. At long last, we get a single-figure score. Philippa, well done. 22 is your total.
Well done, Philippa. What a lovely way to end the round. Terrific answer. It was only weird because there are only 8 answers on the entire thing that are between 11 and 19. And we had the first 7 of them.
Wow.
If you said Ray, we'd have had all 8, because Ray would have scored 16 points. I'll take you through some of the lower ones. 10 points for J, 10 for Spy. You'd have got 8 for Fay, F-A-Y. 7 for Shy, that would have been a nice one. 6 for Sky, 4 for K, 4 for Sax.
Yeah, that would have been mine. Sorry,
that's a nice one. 2 points. Well done if you said yay. It's a nice one, isn't it? As in hooray.
Yeah, yeah.
Should we take a look at some pointless answers?
Yes.
There's quite a few. As always with these, they're the ones that kind of Scrabble players would know. Sab, which is short for saboteur. Scottish form of so is say. A sigh there is a dagger. Sal, that is a type of tree. Sav, genuinely, that's Australian, New Zealand, short for Savaloy. But for whatever reason, it's in the English dictionary. Saz, which is a type of lute. And Swai, which is, again, that's a New Zealand, Australian one. It's a coin game. I mean, that would have been a risky one to go for, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
There we are. Thank you very much, Richard. So at the end of our first round, particularly after we've heard all that, it pains me to have to pick out a pair to send home. Neve and Daniel are our only returning pair, in fact. I'm so sorry.
Clearly not cut out.
Well, do you know what? 33 is a great score. But anyway, it just happens to be the highest. Thank you so much for playing. It's been great having you here, Daniel and Neve. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Very well done indeed. In a low-scoring round, you were our 3 lowest-scoring pairs. Philippa, hats off to you. Our lowest individual score. Philippa and Chris, in fact, our lowest combined scorers. But well done, all of you. Our category for round 2 this afternoon is classical music. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, will they please step up to the podium? OK, and the question concerns romantic composers. Richard.
Yeah, on each board, we're going to show you the names of 7 pieces. We're also going to show you the names of 4 composers. You just have to say which of these composers composed which of these pieces.
Thank you very much indeed. So, let's reveal the board. Here it comes, and I can tell you that our 4 composers are Puccini, Tchaikovsky, Verdi, and Wagner. And here are the pieces of music. The 1812 Overture, La Traviata, Swan Lake, the Manfred Symphony, Das Rheingold, Don Carlos, and Tosca. I'll read those all again. The 1812 Overture, La Traviata, Swan Lake, the Manfred Symphony, Das Rheingold, Don Carlos, and Tosca. There we are. You just have to match the work with the composer. Chris.
I know next to nothing about classical music. So I'm going to go for a language-based answer and say Das Rheingold is Wagner.
Das Rheingold, Wagner. Let's see if that is right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Wagner. It absolutely is Wagner. And that's not a bad score either. 31 for Wagner, Das Rheingold.
Yeah, the first of the 4 operas to make up the Ring cycle. And nicely worked out as well, using the language thing.
Clever. Thank you, Richard. Now then, Michael.
Right, so I know nothing about classical music, but I think Swan Lake is Tchaikovsky?
Swan Lake Tchaikovsky, says Michael. Let's see if he's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people agree with him. Absolutely right. 65 for Tchaikovsky for Swan Lake.
Yeah, 4-act ballet. It was premiered in 1877 and was critically panned at the time.
Really?
Which is funny, isn't it? Because it must be the most famous ballet of all time.
Surely.
You would have thought.
Yeah.
Goes to show. The first episode of this was panned. I remember.
I know.
And 12 years later, here we still are.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
Mind you, the first episode was rubbish. I mean, they were
sure.
right. They were right. I mean, only our bit was rubbish.
Oh, yeah,
the quiz.
The contestants and the quiz were terrific.
Oh, amazing.
We were terrible. Yeah. And how far we've come, because we're terrific now.
Aren't we?
Oh, I mean, some of the stuff we come up with.
So polished.
I don't know where we get it from.
No, I don't either.
I really don't.
Polished.
A lot of the stuff about soy in the first round was just terrific. BAFTA winning stuff.
Yeah.
Who else is doing that stuff on TV?
No one.
No way.
None right now. No.
Just us.
Just us. Thank you, Richard. Now, Lyndon. You're the last person to have this board. Do you want to do a link up with all the unanswered works there?
I wish. 1812 Overtures, Tchaikovsky. Manfred Symphony sounds like it should be Wagner. I've got a feeling Tosca might be Puccini, so I'll go with Tosca.
Tosca Puccini,
yeah.
Says Lyndon. Let's see how many of our 100 people say Puccini for Tosca. Puccini is absolutely right for Tosca. 65's a high score, 31's are low until now. There is our new low score. Well done, Lyndon. 20 for Puccini and Tosca.
Well played, Lyndon. Another one that wasn't received well at first, based on a French play that was popular at the time, but they didn't like the opera. You'll be very good at this. So 1812 Overture.
Tchaikovsky.
As Linda says, it is Tchaikovsky. Would have scored 40, La Traviata.
Verdi.
Verdi. Would have scored you 25. Manfred Symphony.
It's Tchaikovsky.
It is Tchaikovsky. I'm glad you didn't go for Manfred Symphony, because that's the first thing I thought as well, is that must be Wagner. Scored 7 points in Don Carlos.
Is Verdi.
Verdi. And that would have scored 17. So the Manfred Symphony is the best answer on the board.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 20, very well done indeed, Lyndon. That puts you right at the head of the field. 31 is where Chris and Philippa are, then 65. Michael and Angela are a little bit ahead there. So, Angela, a nice low score from you, please, in the next pass. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Well, the second players, please step up to the podium. OK, here comes the next board. Once again, we have Puccini, Tchaikovsky, Verdi and Wagner. And the works are as follows. Parsifal, The Nutcracker Suite, Ride of the Valkyries, Madama Butterfly, Aida, Eugene Onegin and La Bohème. I'll read those all again. Parsifal, The Nutcracker Suite, Ride of the Valkyries, Madama Butterfly, Aida, Eugene Onegin and La Bohème. There we are. Alec, what do we think?
Not a lot. I will go Madama Butterfly, Puccini.
Madama Butterfly, Puccini. How many of our 100 people said that? There's your red line. It's right. You are through to the head-to-head. Down you go to 29. Very well done indeed. 49 to your total.
Yeah, it was based on a play that was based on a short story that was based on another story. The libretto for
really?
Can you believe that?
Oh, the person who wrote the original story is probably a bit cross about that.
And it will not surprise you to learn it was poorly received initially.
Wow.
There you go.
What do you have to do?
I know.
I mean, how do you go back and write? Because how much work has to go into an opera? I mean, it's just colossal.
I don't know, how long is an opera?
Oh, it can be 5 acts sometimes. I mean, you know.
A couple of hours?
Yeah.
How hard can it be?
At least. To go back to the manuscript after you've had something panned, particularly if you thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, there we go. Angela. Yeah. Angela, you're the high scorers. Woo. What are you going to go for here?
Really haven't got a clue. There's one I think I know, but as we're the highest scorers, I think I'm just going to have to go all out.
Have to go all out?
Total guess.
Come on, then.
Going to go La Bohème and Verdi.
La Bohème?
Yeah.
Verdi. OK, no red line for you as you're the high scorers. What happens when we say Verdi for La Bohème? Bad luck, I'm afraid, not Verdi. That scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 165.
Sorry, Angela, I'll give all the correct answers at the end of the pass.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Philippa, good news. You're through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score. Do you fancy having a punt at all of these? See if you can link them up with the relevant composers?
I'm not that great at classical music. The Nutcracker Suite is Tchaikovsky. The only other one I'm pretty sure I know, I know this because I know the musical Rent, which is based on La Bohème, which I'm pretty sure is by Puccini. So that's the answer I'm going to go for.
OK, you're going to go Puccini for La Bohème.
Puccini, La Bohème.
No red line, you're already through. How many people said Puccini for La Bohème? It's not bad. Look, down it goes to 23, taking your total up to 54.
Well done, Philippa. What a lovely way to end the round. Terrific answer. Now, will you...
So,
I mean, Parsifal?
Wagner.
Correct. That would have scored you 15. Nutcracker Suite.
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky, you're absolutely right. That would have scored you 49. Ride of the Valkyries.
Wagner again.
Correct. That would have scored you 31. Aida.
Verdi.
Verdi. Would have scored you 24. Eugene Onegin.
Eugene Onegin. Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky, absolutely right. That's best answer on the board as well. Or joint best answer on the board, 15 points.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, so at the end of our second round, we have to send home another pair. Angela and Michael, I'm sorry. That wasn't your round, I think it's fair to say. But this is just your first appearance on the show. You'll be back. You'll come back for another one. People always do better in their second appearance. So we can expect great things then. But meanwhile, thank you very much indeed, Angela and Michael. But for the remaining two pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Chris, Philippa, Alec and Lyndon. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,250. But before we play the head-to-head, shall we see if we can't put some more money into that jackpot by finding some pointless answers? OK, here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many types of soup. There we are, as they could. Richard.
Yeah, there'll be 6 names on the menu. There'll be 2 soups that people have heard of, 2 pointless answers that are soups but no one mentioned them, and 2 incorrect answers which we made up. £250 for each pointless answer you can find. See if you can get both of them at home.
OK. When we put them up, feel free to chat as a foursome. Pool your resources. It's not going to do any harm at all. OK, let's reveal the 6 potential soups, and here they come. Groucho, Gumbo, Callaloo, Laksa, Warhola, and Mock Turtle. There we are. Chris and Philippa, you will go first, but feel free, as I say, to chat amongst yourselves, see what you can come up with.
Knowledge.
I just go cream of tomato all the time, so...
Well, I think mock turtle is a soup.
I've heard of that.
I also think that lots of people will know that that's a soup.
Laksa is a sort of a milk.
Is it a yoghurt?
A yoghurty type milk?
Don't know.
We're doing well.
We're doing well. Should we take a punt
Should we
on
just
one?
guess one?
Should we take a punt on Callaloo?
Why not?
OK, you're going to go Callaloo. Shall we see? Is Callaloo a pointless soup? It's a soup. And it's a pointless soup. Very well done indeed. Good, Philippa. You found a pointless soup. Meanwhile, Alec and Linda, what are you going to go for?
What do you think, Hal?
What do I think?
Well, Warhol sounds like Andy Warhol. Was that his real name?
Yeah, I can't believe that's real. You know, I'm weirdly drawn to Groucho.
No, it won't be that.
What were you thinking?
I would go Mock Turtle.
OK.
OK, Mock Turtle. We're going to go Mock Turtle. Should we try Mock Turtle? Is it a pointless soup? Well, it is a soup. It's a pointless soup as well. Look at that. There's the double whammy we were after. Fantastic. Richard.
Yeah, well played, everyone. I'm surprised that was a pointless answer. I think we'd all heard of it as a soup. But you did the perfect thing, which is you worked out what the red herrings were. Groucho, of course, Groucho Marx, who was in Duck Soup, and Warhola, which is Andy Warhol's real name. Of course, he did all the soup cans. So that was wrong as well. And the other two were the point scorers, Gumbo and Laksa. Callaloo is a Caribbean green soup. Good name.
It is, isn't it? Thank you very much indeed. Well done. You managed to find 2 pointless answers out of 2 pointless answers. So we have added £500 to the jackpot. £2,750 is where it now stands. But who will be paying for it? Let's find out now in the head-to-head. First pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Here comes our first question. And it is all about people who have portrayed Queen Elizabeth II on screen, Richard.
Yep, simply 5 pictures of actors who portrayed Queen Elizabeth II at one point or another. Can you tell us who they are, please?
Thank you very much indeed. Who are these actors? And we have got A, B, C, D, and E. OK, there we are. 5 actors who portrayed Queen Elizabeth II on screen. Chris and Philippa, you're our golden couple, so you get to go first.
Do you know anyone who's not Helen Mirren?
Only the 3 obvious ones.
What were the other 2?
Julie Walters and Jennifer Saunders. Right, I think we're going to go for C, Jennifer Saunders.
C, Jennifer Saunders, say Chris and Philippa. Now then, Alec and Lyndon, can you talk us through that board?
Well, A is Julie Walters, and E is Helen Mirren. Do you know the other 2 are?
No, I don't.
Julie Walters?
Julie Walters, yeah.
OK, Julie Walters.
OK, Julie Walters for A. So we have Jennifer Saunders and Julie Walters. Chris and Philippa went for Jennifer Saunders for C. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's absolutely right. Down that goes 42. Very well done. Alec and Lyndon, meanwhile, have gone for Julie Walters for A. Let's see how many of our 100 said Julie Walters. Julie Walters is right. Oh, down it goes to 30. Very well done indeed. That means, Alec and Lyndon, after 1 question, you're up 1-0.
Yeah, they both voiced the Queen, in fact, in animated films. Jennifer Saunders in Minions and Julie Walters in The Queen's Corgi. Now, E, Helen Mirren, which is the other one you knew, you did well to avoid, actually. She's the highest scorer of all. She would have got you 54 points. Next to her, better known for the Scream movies, but she was in the satire Churchill, the Hollywood Years, and it's Neve Campbell.
Do you know I was in that film?
Were you?
Yeah. Got cut out of it.
No.
Yeah.
Did you work with Neve Campbell?
Yes.
She scored 10 points.
Yeah, well, there you are.
She played Queen Elizabeth II.
So I gather.
Who did you play, Prince Philip?
No, I played some captain, some ship's captain.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
filmed
you'd
a
be
bit
good
with
at
Christian, but I know. Cut me out of the whole film.
Did they? Did they pay you?
Carefully. Yes.
OK, that's all right.
Yeah.
And the last answer, she played a young Princess Elizabeth in The King's Speech, and it is Freya Wilson. And very well done if you got that. It's a pointless answer. Terrific work if you did.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, now, here comes your second question. Now, Chris and Philippa, you have to win this one. Stay in the game, but Alec and Lyndon get to answer it first, so good luck. Our second question today is all about honorific titles in book titles. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 book titles. We've missed out 1 word from each title, and that is an honorific title. We said title a lot.
We have. A lot of titles going around. OK. Let's see if you can find these missing honorific titles from these titles. Blank, Chatterley's Lover, D.H. Lawrence, 1928. The Wild Blank, Catherine Coulter, 1997. Blank, Zhivago, Boris Pasternak, 1957. The Innocence of Blank Brown, G.K. Chesterton, 1911. And Blank Bovary, Gustave Flaubert, 1857. There we are. Over to you, Alec and Lyndon.
Oh, the 4th one down is Father Brown. I know 3 of them, but that's probably the best one I know.
Let's go for it.
OK. We'll go for The Innocence of Father Brown.
The Innocence of Father Brown, say Alec and Lyndon. Father Brown. Now, Chris and Philippa, that board's all yours. Can you talk us through it?
The Innocence of Father Brown is the one I had my eye on. Bottom one is, I think, Madame Bovary.
Dr. Zhivago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Lady Chatterley's Lover, and I don't know the second one.
Should we go for the Zhivago one, because I know the other ones, therefore the other one seems niche.
Might as well. So Dr. Zhivago.
OK, Dr. Zhivago. So we have Father Brown and Dr. Zhivago. Alec and Lyndon went for Father Brown. How many of our 100 said Father? Father is right. Down that goes to 12. Very well done indeed. 12 for Father Brown. Chris and Philippa, meanwhile, have gone for Dr. Zhivago. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right. That's a high score, 74 for Dr. Zhivago, which means very well done indeed. Alec and Lyndon, after only 2 questions, you're straight through to the final 2-0.
Yeah, well played, gents. Only one answer out there that would have beaten Father Brown. The top one, of course, wouldn't have beaten it, Lady Chatterley's Lover, because that would have scored 76, and the bottom one wouldn't have beaten it either. It is Madame Bovary, and that would have scored 41. It's this second one.
I don't know.
Any ideas?
No.
The Wild Baron. The Wild Baron. It's a pointless answer as well. Very well done if you said that at home.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, so the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, I'm afraid, it's Chris and Philippa. I mean, you've been fantastic across the show. Lovely low scores we've had from you, in round after round, in fact. But this is where Alec and Lyndon just came into their own. So we'll have to see you next time and see if you can take it one notch better then. But meantime, thank you very much indeed, Chris and Philippa. So for Alec and Lyndon, it is now time for our pointless final. Well, look at that. Hearty congratulations, Alec and Lyndon. You've seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now get a chance to win our pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £2,750. The only thing that is standing between you and £2,750 is a pointless answer. So what do you want to see? What would be the ideal subject for you to come up?
The bowling greens of North Derbyshire.
It's a special subject.
Wouldn't that be lovely? Oh, Alec, anything else you'd like to see?
I mean...
Music would pretty...
Music works.
We
Music
both
works.
collect vinyl records, so some old school music, that'd be good.
OK, all right. Well, let's see what today's selection looks like. We've got pop careers of the X Factor judges, Judy Garland, EastEnders, Premier League goals. That's what we can offer you today.
OK, I have never seen the X Factor.
But have you seen the pop careers of the judges?
No.
Well, there you go.
I've never seen EastEnders.
I've seen some Premier League goals.
Me too.
But do I know them?
Yeah, I know.
You did see that Judy Garland film?
I did, but it won't be just about the movie, I don't think. We're on goals.
Oh, you have to give goals a go.
Yep, goals, please.
OK, Premier League goals it is.
OK, very best of luck. Some people's dream category, this. We're looking for any of the following, please. We're looking for any player who's ever scored 20 goals in a Premier League season. That's from the beginning of the Premier League up to the end of the 2018-2019 season. We are looking for, slightly more, unfortunately, any player who scored a total of 5 or more Premier League own goals, again, up to the end of the 2018-29 season. Or amongst players who've scored 50 or more Premier League goals, we're looking for any of the nationalities that they represent. So anyone on the list of people who've scored 50 or more goals, what national team do they represent? So 20 or more goals, 5 or more own goals, or the national teams of players who've scored 50 or more. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, as always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot, £2,750, let's not forget, is for just one of your answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to put a minute up on the clock. There it is. Your time starts now.
I think Phil Jones might have bagged in a few own goals in his time.
Phil Jones?
I think he has.
OK.
National teams of players who've scored individually 50 or more Premier League goals.
Yeah, maybe Bulgaria, Croatia.
Egypt, Phil Mo Salah.
For the top one, you know, Mark Viduka.
But was that in the Premier League?
Yeah.
Or the Australia then? Would that be more obscure than Mark Viduka himself?
I'd go for Mark Viduka and tell you who else, then Tony Yeboah.
Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah. OK. So what do we want to go with?
We'll go with Mark Viduka, Tony Yeboah,
and Phil Jones for
their own goals.
OK, you're happy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, let's stop the clock. Let's have those answers again. Just say which category again.
Top category is under Mark Viduka.
Mark Viduka.
Tony Yeboah.
Tony Yeboah.
And the middle one, Phil Jones.
Phil Jones.
Own goals.
OK.
Yeah.
Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Tony Yeboah.
Tony Yeboah goes last. Least likely to be pointless?
Phil Jones.
Phil Jones, and then Mark Viduka goes in the middle. OK.
Sure.
OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have got Phil Jones, Mark Viduka, and Tony Yeboah. They look good on the board from here. Now, if any of those turns out to be pointless and wins you that jackpot, £2,750, what would you like to do with it? Alec, I'm going to ask you first.
Last January, my girlfriend took me away to Oslo, where it was about minus 14 degrees. So I'm thinking somewhere equally hot, maybe in the summer, centre of the earth.
Equally hot?
Yeah.
Plus 40 degrees?
Plus 40 degrees.
OK, perfect.
Yeah.
Somewhere nice and warm. Lyndon?
My daughter lives in New Zealand and she teaches circus skills. And she says it'd be nice if you just turned up one day and saw a show. So
Maybe turn up without telling her.
Yeah, turn up and
Be sitting
watch
in the
a show.
back. Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
That would be nice.
That really would be. OK, now, let's put these to the test. Your first answer is Phil Jones. In this case, we're looking for players who've scored 5 or more own goals in the Premier League. Let's find out if Phil Jones is correct. Let's see how many people said it, if it is. No, not a correct answer, which is good news for Phil Jones. Bad news, I'm afraid, for you. We now turn our attention to Mark Viduka. We're now looking at any Premier League player who's scored more than 20 goals in a Premier League season. Mark Viduka, if he's pointless, will win you £2,750. How many people said Mark Viduka? It's right. It just has to be a pointless answer now for you to win that jackpot of £2,750. Mark Viduka now in single figures. Still going down with Mark Viduka. Still going down. You've done it! Very well done indeed. Oh, fantastic. Well done you. Fantastic. Brilliant. Hot holidays, anonymous circus skill performances. I mean, it's all going to happen now, thanks to Mark Viduka. Congratulations, that was a pointless answer. You are taking home today's jackpot of £2,750. Brilliant.
Very well done, gentlemen. 2002-2003 season, Mark Viduka scored 20 goals. Just about. So whatever goal he scored, it must have been like maybe even on the last game of the season. You didn't know at the time, but it was winning you £2,750 all these years later. Well done, Mark Viduka. Phil Jones has only scored 2 own goals at time of recording, but it seems like he scored more, doesn't it?
Really
and Tony Yeboah was an incorrect answer as well. 12 was the most he ever scored in a season. Again, I'd have put money on him scoring 20 or more, but no. But who cares? Because Mark Viduka was a correct answer. Now, let's start with looking at people who scored 20 or more goals. Loads of good answers here. There's Ferdinand, Luis Suarez, some very big names here. Matt Letizia, Romelu Lukaku, Andy Johnson, Chris Sutton, Darren Bent, Berbatov, Dwight York, Adebayor, James Beattie, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Jurgen Klinsmann, Kevin Phillips, Louis Sahar, Peter Beardsley, Sam Codomore, Yaya Toure, all pointless answers. Now, players who scored 5 or more own goals. Unsurprisingly, there's not very many of them. Neil Ruddock, Phil Jagielka, Rio Ferdinand, Wes Brown, Gareth McCauley, Henning Berg, John O'Shea, Martin Skirtle, Michael Dewberry, Richard Rufus, Ryan Shawcross, Scott Dan and Zat Knight. Those are all the pointless answers there. And the countries, you mentioned one of these in your 60 seconds, and that was Bulgaria, the home of Dimitar Berbatov. Bosnia-Herzegovina, that was Edin Dzeko. Chile, Alexis Sanchez. Trinidad and Tobago, that's Dwight York. Could have had Costa Rica, Iceland, Jamaica, Senegal, which is Sadio Mane, or Togo. Very well done, if you've got any of those at home.
Thank you, Richard, and thanks very much indeed. Alec and Linda, very well done to you, our winning players, taking away today's jackpot of £2,750. Brilliant. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.